So if you don't know who's on the Zoom with me, it's Mike and Ryan from the actual Nickelback, which is
The real one.
insane to say. The
Yes.
real one. The real
Yeah.
one.
There's so
Because
many
of
clones out there. We've actually had to change our name to the actual Nickelback. I like that. That's
the
good.
actual
The
Nickelback. So you
yeah.
guys have a new album out, and I must tell you, my friend group and I, we have a rock Discord nights where we drink too much wine and listen to rock music and share new things that we found. And when one of them shared San Quentin, we all kind of stopped and we were like, "Who is this?" And then they said, "No, it's Nickelback," and we were like, "Wait, what?" And I think you guys have had such big radio success over the longest time. We forget that you're actually a rock band at heart. So talk to me, please, about playing San Quentin. When you're playing it, I want to know the feelings. I want to know the vibe. Is it a favorite?
I love San
Mike?
Quentin, and it was kind of an intentional placement to bring San Quentin out first, and also put San Quentin as first spot on the album. Is that reminder that you're talking about, is that everybody gets to remember that we actually play rock tunes. That's a good helper for everybody, just to bring them back, and then we'll maybe come with some of the other stuff that they're used to. But we're going to keep mixing it up, no question.
And talk to me about the recording process for San Quentin, because I know obviously it's based on San Quentin, the prison, and someone's escape.
Yeah.
But why this story?
Why this story?
Yeah,
You
why
want
this
this
one?
one? Go ahead,
You,
Well,
please.
I'll
Tell
take
tell
it.
tell
Yeah.
the story.
Well, I mean, sometimes you could be a storyteller, and sometimes you write what you know. And this is our buddy writing what he knows. And he likes to tear it up just shy of getting in the shiny bracelets. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of autobiographical to a degree, but obviously a little bit hyperbolic, because I don't think that necessarily is going to land you in San Quentin. Hopefully not. But yeah, that's I think that's kind of the impetus of a lot of his songs. It's just like what inspires him. He wrote the lyrics to San Quentin, so this is Chad being
yeah.
he. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where it started. It's like he just wanted to kind of have a relatively lighthearted song, but basically, tongue in cheek, whatever I do, just keep me the hell out of San Quentin. And it was just kind of a back to basics rock riff. It's very much like Nickelback. I know you're saying some people are surprised to hear it, and I think that may be a bit of an element of what hits radio and what
Yeah.
becomes more popular in the pop market, right?
Yeah.
But we I think the last album was a bit more rock than this one. So this one we kind of came back to the same similar structure, that let's balance it out, because we truly enjoy making rock music, hard rock music, and then more melodic songs in that sense, and trying to branch out a little bit here and there without scaring people's pants off. So but yeah, that's basically, it's best foot forward. We're a rock band, it's best foot forward.
The new album, Get Rolling, it's dropping soon in South Africa. Well, I mean, around the world. But we're listening to San Quentin. I'm very hopeful that we get more of that Nickelback sound on this album. Now you've said that there's a little bit of everything. What can we expect from Get Rolling? And I mean,
Are
fingers
you
crossed, I really want more hard Nickelback.
sure? Are you going to be disappointed if it's not all San Quentin?
No, no, it's fine. You can do the next one for me.
Because I could send you some playlists that actually will do just fine until then. There's rock on there for sure. There's more rock on there for sure. But it is a bit of the gamut. Like I said, you never know. You try to. This is the question of the artist, I think, is like, do you give the fans what they want, which sounds
Yes.
great and can be good, yes, or do you show them what they want? And I think we've had both of those moments for sure, where we'll play something that's like, yeah, that's Nickelback, or we'll play something that's like, it's kind of out of left field. Like, I don't think Rockstar or Photograph was at that point in our career was a typical Nickelback song. It really wasn't. It may feel like it now, but if
Yeah.
you go back to those old albums, it was very rock in the first handful of albums we had out. And so to branch out a bit, it's kind of nice. I mean, I like stumbling across something that somebody goes, you know what? I never thought of that. That might be kind of cool. So it's not an experimental album, don't get me wrong. But I think people will be happy with this one for sure.
So you guys obviously have been around for a really, really long time. And I feel like in the time that you've been around, the music industry has evolved and evolved and evolved again. I mean, we've moved from doing full albums that people listen to from beginning to end because you guys are telling a story and we get the bonus track and we're in for the ride, to now the music industry just going single, 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 and EPs, which I'm old. So I'm an older millennial. I didn't know what an EP was and an album and a single. It's all changed.
Mhm.
Why a full album in 2022 when everyone else in the world is dropping EPs or single, 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 single?
Yeah. We've kind of grappled with this one for a long time. And Ryan and I in particular have literally grappled with this one. We've, talked about that whole idea of just releasing songs or just releasing maybe a few songs or an EP at a time, and just kind of more like a steady stream, kind of just not a whole album at once. And it we constantly are being advised that our fans are album consumer people, and at first I really balked at that notion. Like, I really didn't really agree with that or buy it. And I've actually found that I'm an album buying person, that when my favorite bands just released one song, I don't actually engage. I couldn't believe it, because it's like one of those things where your parents tell you something for 15 years when you're little, and then one day you realize they're right. It was like that. I was going, why don't I lock in to an artist's release when it's only one song? Because I would lock in. I've just kind of studied this about myself. I would lock in when it was one song just released for the new album upcoming, and then another song, kind of the way that we're doing it. It kind of works for me. When my favorite bands release like one song with that whole album playlist sitting there kind of grayed out, but it's coming. I like that. So I kind of we've been told that rock audiences are album audiences, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of inclined to agree.
I agree with you. We're all album people, but we're all old as well. So I think that's probably why.
Excuse me?
Oh,
I don't know about you, but
we as in the
I
royal we,
mm,
as in the me we.
I'm
I
just
don't know about that.
So
Mike is
when you're
just old.
building an
Mike is the
album,
only one that's old here. Go
I'm
on.
the only one on this call who is true love. Yes.
Yes.
I don't think so. Whatever you're doing, it's working for you. I need some of that. Send me a message later and tell me what it is, because I want some, please.
I love you. I love you.
Okay, so when you were building an album as Nickelback, like Get Rolling, and you guys have been away for a couple of years, you are now offering up new music to your fans who have grown and changed. And we're all currently on TikTok, and how we consume things has changed. Has that changed how you build an album when you're sitting in a studio, and what goes on it and what doesn't go on it?
Mm. I don't think it's necessarily changed how we make records. If you look at this album in the through the lens of all our other albums, in the way of diversity or just differing sort of styles, differing approaches, I think you'll see that this one is fairly consistent, and it might push out into some new areas as well. But I don't think it's necessarily something that I don't know. Ryan, can you? I can't really point to anything that the new sort of machine has influenced. I don't know. I don't think so. What do you think, Ryan?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we kind of stay the course as to just making each project better. I know there's a lot of things that can influence that, but I don't know. We go in the studio and just like, let's just write a better song. Let's write a better song. Let's write something that's interesting. And so I think you kind of get I don't know. I get hyper focused on that
Yeah.
over the outside factors, essentially.
That's really nice. Thank you for saying that, guys. I was so worried you were going to say we concentrate on writing a good 30-second hook so that TikTok can take it. So thank you for
Uh,
being true rock stars.
I think once you start chasing that kind of stuff, it might be game over. I think
Yeah.
unless you want to be just a TikTok star forever or whatever it is, however you're digesting it. But yeah, I think kowtowing to trends is a tough place to be.
Well, I think also chasing that, you know, we would be quickly exposed as being the frauds that we were if we did that.
Oh,
I,
we're
I,
such terrible TikTok dancers too. So I just
yeah,
really
we can't pull
it
that
wouldn't work.
off, you know, like
Yeah.
that's the, I think TikTok would see us coming a mile away and probably not like that.
Yeah.
Please don't do it. Don't disappoint us. We love you.
All
You
right.
guys are very obviously incredibly talented humans within your own right, right? And then you put these incredibly talented humans with egos and human emotions in a group together, and you make them really famous and give them a lot of money and let them tour the world. How do you think
Right.
you guys, what do you think has been the thing that's kept you together for all these years? I mean, I'm sure you've had fights, and I'm sure like there have been moments in time, but over the years, you guys have seemed pretty good. What is that secret? Is there one?
Mike, I want to hear you first.
Oh, okay. This is mine. All right. I just didn't know if you were going to jump in or not. Well, you know, it pays pretty good, to be honest with you. You know, the money's not bad. That's what. But in all seriousness, we've been doing this for so long together. Honestly, we're past the point of, and we have been for a long time, past the point of, you know, getting in an argument and somebody just walking out and going, I guess I just quit the band. That ship sailed a long time ago. I think there's only one way out of this band now, and yeah, it's the final way.
Ouch!
That makes
That sounds
I,
deadly.
what I'm saying is, yeah, hey, nice one, deadly. I feel like I'm in it for life.
I think distance makes the heart grow fonder with us. Mike being 2,500 kilometers away from me.
So
No,
you're
I think
saying you like Daniel better than me, or because
don't worry, I don't see him either, so it's okay.
his distance is far enough?
everyone's in the good books at the moment. Everyone, because you guys all seem far apart, and we've just come out of 2 years of nothing. So I feel like
Right?
everyone's good.
Exactly. No, it's good. Everybody respects each other, you know, on that level and on the personal level. So that helps. I mean, you got to be able to communicate. If you can't communicate, it's done. So I think that's
Okay.
part of it.
Next question. New album dropping soon. You're obviously touring it. Are you going to bring it here?
Who we bring in
Well,
there?
Will you
are
bring the
we going to
album
bring it?
here? Yeah.
We
Oh, will
are
we bring it
planning.
there?
We're planning to come to you. We just don't know when, but we're coming. You know,
One day.
hang in there. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but it kind of took us a while to get there in the first place. So, yeah, just hang on tight. We had a great time. Whenever we've played in your country, we've had a great time. So we can't wait to come back. We just don't know when it's going to be yet. We're still getting organized.
You need to come back because we need a party. I've been saying this for 2 years, for 3 years now. We need a party. I used to moan about fighting for warm beer at a concert and strangers touching me. I would give anything for that. So please bring this album here.
We'll bring we'll bring the warm beer. We'll bring that.
Yeah,
I don't know about the
and
stranger touching you. You can arrange that, but
the gropers will be out there, I'm sure. You know, it's like wow, COVID's really changed you.
Really has.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made Ryan love you guys more. It's made me a nicer,
Yeah.
kinder human.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're more
Right.
acceptable to warm beer and being touched by strangers.
There we go. Open to
That's
it.
real evolution, I think.
That's what concerts
Okay,
are all
so
about. Come on.
album is dropping soon. There is not going to be another 500 million years between this one and the next one, right? Nickelback is now back. I mean, you were never gone, but you're back.
We're back. We never really went away, but we're back. You know what? We're full of surprises. You never know. Let's see what happens here.
If there's another global pandemic and the whole world shuts down for a couple of years, it might take us a while again. I feel like that's kind of what got in our way here.
No, we don't accept that anymore. We've done that already. You did say you're coming to South Africa, and we're in for a surprise. Holding you to that global pandemic or no?
We might add another member and like have 5 of us, like the Power Rangers became like
Backstreet
mecha
Boys.
Nickelback, and you wait till you see that. It's going to be madness. I'm telling you.
I'm ready.
Sounds mad.
I am ready. If there is a pink Power Ranger, I am that power. That's my Power Ranger.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Guys, thank you so much. Last question. If we're only going to be listening, Ryan, I'll start with you. If we're only listening to one song on this new album, which one would you want us to listen to?
If you could only listen to one song off this album.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
That's a hard one.
Because,
That's a stumper.
Well, yeah, because I actually like Those Days that just got released off here. I do like that as far as how it makes me feel. But I would say maybe try Tidal Wave. I think Tidal Wave is a good listen. It's interesting. It intrigued me to get involved in it. So Chad came up with that riff, and yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. Mike?
For me, I would say just start at the beginning and keep going.
No.
Look at that cop out. Hey, look at that.
I don't like to choose between the songs. It's like asking me which my kids is better.
Which one?
It's the
which
girl
one of
one.
your kids? Yeah.
I was going to say, you don't have a favorite. My mother has a favorite kid, and she tells everyone it's not me.
Oh no.
All you have to do is
That's
tell your
terrible.
kids that you've got a favorite. That's all you have to say.
You don't have to tell them
ever
this. They'll fight. They'll fight.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike,
There you
ready? No one song. Okay.
Yeah, if I had to pick I can even pick a moment. The first 3 seconds or 4 seconds of San Quentin is probably my most favorite thing Nickelback's done in recent memory.
So sexy. It's so good. San Quentin is good. That's my favorite. Listen to that one. Guys, thank you very, very much for your time. This has been a great, great chat. And
Thanks, Danny.
Pinky promise, at some point, you'll be here.
Pinky promise.
Thank you.
Jacaranda FM.